Hello and welcome back to Conspiracy Cats. I've been gone far too long. It's an absolute pleasure to be back. Today we've got one of the world's most ridiculous flat earth videos ever. But before we get to that point, let's see what I've missed in the past couple of weeks. Starting with this, the world's first ever online flat earth conference. Let's join the team just as they've been asked the question, which famous scientist came up with the equation E equals mc squared?
Conspiracy Catz.
No, it wasn't Conspiracy Cats. E equals mc squared. Come on, it's really famous. Who was it, Trish?
Conspiracy Catz.
No. It wasn't Conspiracy Cats. E equals mc squared. Who came up with that equation? Del?
Conspiracy Catz.
No, it was Albert Einstein, wasn't it, pal?
No.
Right. Anyway, moving on. What else have we missed? Yes, I had a debate against Nathan Thompson.
Hello.
Now, in that debate against Nathan Thompson, I brought the argument about observations of Polaris and how they prove the Earth is a globe. However, it was very difficult to argue that point with Nathan Thompson because apparently, in the world of flat Earth, trigonometry only works in miles and not kilometers.
I personally can't calculate that. I don't work in kilometers. I normally work in miles.
Yeah, that actually happened. I was genuinely not allowed to use basic trigonometry to disprove flat Earth because Nathan Thompson couldn't understand that whether the numbers were in miles or kilometres, it made no difference to how you calculate the opposite of a triangle. Del, maybe you can help him out though. How many miles are there in a kilometre?
Less than 5 miles.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. Anyway, a little bit of a word about that debate. I did feel at times that I might have been a little bit condescending to Nathan Thompson, so I want to apologise to him for that. I did insinuate that if he was going to argue that thermodynamics meant that we couldn't have an atmosphere next to the vacuum of space, that he should have an understanding of thermodynamics. And I think I thoroughly exposed he didn't know what he was talking about. And when we were talking about Polaris in the sky, I did argue that if he had a basic understanding of geometry, then he would understand the argument. And I did at one point say that trigonometry in our country is something we teach to 11-year-old kids, and that was quite condescending. The truth is, we don't learn that until we're 12. So I'm sorry, Nathan, if you feel like I put you down.
It's okay.
Now, that's not the end of Nathan Thompson in this video. He plays a really, really important role in helping me find the world's worst flat earth video ever. More on that in a second. But before we get to that, I do want to give a massive shout out to Marvel Girl. Anybody who knows this community knows who Marvel Girl is. She's one of the hardest working moderators I think I've ever seen anywhere. And she's just started her own YouTube channel, which I've linked in the description. She's been so supportive to me, and I would really, really like to give her a massive shout out and hopefully send some traffic her way. The link is in the description. Anyway, back to Nathan Thompson. How did he help me find the world's worst flat earth video ever? Well, he did it with the help of this man.
Bob Super Noodle Doodle.
He is so smug.
Yeah, Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell. Now, if this is the first flat earth video you've ever watched and you don't know anything about the community, then you need to know that Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell is quite famous at this point. You see, Bob Super Noodle Nadell really, as a flat earther, wanted to get his hands on a ring laser gyroscope.
A ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise.
Now, it's actually Bob calling it a ring laser gyroscope. It's later transpired it's a fibre optic gyroscope. But why did he want one?
If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth.
Yeah, you see, if Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell managed to get his hands on one of these fibre optic gyroscopes, then he could prove that the Earth was stationary if that gyroscope showed no movement. If the Earth was moving as per the heliocentric model, he would pick up a 15 degree per hour drift. Let's see how it panned out for him.
We found that we were picking up a drift. A 15 degree per hour drift.
Right, so we have one flat earther who thinks that trigonometry only works in miles. We have another flat earther who seems to be actively and publicly trying to disprove the flat earth model. So how did they both combine to lead me to the world's most ridiculous flat earth video, which is coming up? Well, let's check out this little anecdote from Nathan Thompson, who it appears has been staying at the house of Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell.
Funny today, this morning, I'm all frustrated, like, oh man, globe earthers, they're so dumb. And then I go downstairs and Bob is like, man, flat earthers, they're so dumb. And I'm like, oh man.
So Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell calls another flat earther an idiot in private to Nathan Thompson, who lets it slip on a very small stream with about 20 people. But unfortunately, I was in there. And now we're all going to find out who it was. I wonder if it was our favourite angry flat earther, Quantum Eraser.
What
The heck are you talking about, conspiracy cats?
Actually, no, it's not Quantum Eraser, but Quantum Eraser, what are you doing in there, buddy?
Number 2.
Yeah, it's a bit too much information. Anyway, last week, Baldy Catz did a video on Quantum Eraser's claim that the atmosphere must have some sort of container keeping it from the vacuum of space. Quantum Eraser was not happy about it, I can tell you now. Maybe it's because I had this song in it.
Quantum Eraser. His favourite word is
Container.
Quantum Eraser. His favourite word is
Container.
I have actually linked that video in the description. It's one of my favourite Baldy Catz videos ever. But now we're here. Who made the most ridiculous flat earth video ever? The flat earth video that made even Bob Super Noodle Doodle Nadell say that flat earthers are idiots. Who could it possibly be? I wonder.
Hello, flat earth researchers, debaters and debunkers.
Yes, it was a video by Word, aka Gigantor.
Yes, little man, your tiny brain is no match for mine.
Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Word, he likes to make loads of videos where he disproves gravity, and he often tries to disprove gravity by showing that some things float in water, like this.
Okay, so gravity simply cannot act as a container. You need a solid barrier. Anyway.
And this.
So we can see now that this mass of a similar density to the medium is now floating. There is no upward or downward force.
Fascinating stuff. Quantum Eraser, what was the last thing you floated?
Number 2.
Wish I hadn't asked. Gigantor, carry on.
Now, apparently, the fact that we put a dense object in the medium of air and that the object has weight isn't enough for your average globe believer.
No, actually, that is enough.
Next time I drop a house.
No, as I was saying, that is enough because weight is a force that requires gravity. I don't see the problem.
Of course, if we are to believe that we live on the outside of a spinning globe, we have to have some kind of external force to make us stick to the outside of it. Otherwise, it would just be physically impossible. So, I'm going to demonstrate here how gravity is proven.
All right, Gigantor, let me get this straight. In order to debunk gravity, you're now going to prove it. And what are you going to use to do that?
This bottle of pesto.
Wow.
science.
I know.
This box here is full of a very dense mass. So dense that we just can't lift it up. It's really heavy.
Gigantor, what can be so heavy that even you can't lift it?
It's not my fault. I have a sore back.
So this mass is creating a force which, when we put this pesto on the scales, gives the pesto weight. The only reason that this pesto jar has weight is because this box has mass. That proves that we live on a globe and that there's this external force pulling everything down, and that's what this creates. This, it's what makes this heavy. Has nothing to do with the fact that this jar is a dense mass with a fixed volume in the medium of air. It's all because this box has this amazing, massive mass.
Yeah, so Gigantor did actually say all of that, but it gets even more crazy. The big reveal at the end to debunk gravity is literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and so what should happen is when we take the pesto jar off the scales, we should see that force. Oh, it's gone back to zero. Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
So well done to this man.
Bob Super Noodle Doodle.
For actually getting something right and recognising that that is literally the worst flat earth video I think I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you so much.
It was not a compliment. Anyway, let's check out what I've been getting in my comment section, starting with this one.
Bring back the littlest hobo, you bloody monster.
Ah, of course. What would Chatbox Travels be without our old friend, the littlest hobo? Let's roll.
Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home.
So let's start off with Mr. Trigonometry himself, Nathan Thompson.
Hello, my name is Nathan Thompson and I've been learning lots and I'm building up now to proper sentences. Check this out, we'll start small. You talking. That's one. No science. Let me explain. Right. Let the big man explain. I put an adjective in that one. Blah, blah, blah. It's not a sentence. But I said something. So it's true. Ha ha.
Superb, Nathan. And once you've got your sentences sorted, we'll switch over to a bit of numeracy and I'll work on your trigonometry with you. Next.
Hello, my name is Alex Wise. My surname is actually quite ironic because check out my first sentence. If globers have answers for everything, then why can't they explain how the sun and moon work on a flat earth model? Oh, actually, I've just realised why. Oh dear.
Yeah, Alex, I think you've missed a bit of a trick on that one. There is a reason why I can't explain how the sun and moon work on a flat earth. Can you think what that might be?
Hello, my name is Gideon Skidion. Ooh, really think ooh can bring any truth by editing ooh ah comedic attempts.
Ooh ah? What does that remind me of? Anyway, if this next guy isn't our old friend Digital Plague using a sock account, then I will be massively surprised.
Hello, my name is Mr. Nister. I've got a puzzle for you. See if you can think what I'm banging on about here. Ready? I cannot beat your ass at your moronic science. Because you and your puppeteers are you design it. But let's talk about the facts. You van put hand on it. There you brain will finally function in our common reality. Yeah, get those words, put them in a different order and see if you can figure out what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree. I van put hand on it. He's back again.
Hello, it's me, Mr. Nister. I'm back with another little brain teaser. Check this one out. And get a laser, low brain, and go to a lake at 6.7 kilometres. You will not found the 1.8 metre elevation in any way. Yeah, said it.
Now, you might think that that comment was in the middle of a thread of comments where we're actually discussing a specific lake with a specific elevation, and that's what I was referring to. But actually, that was an opening comment to a thread. So, again, no idea what we're talking about. Next.
Hello, it's me again, Mr. Nister. I'm just back to show everybody that I don't understand the difference between energy and temperature. Lol. Then the hottest place in the thermosphere is in fact the coolest. Lol. Brain loss.
Now that comment was left on the Baldy Catz video where I address quantum eraser. Again, that is linked in the description, where we talk about the difference between heat and energy and the thermosphere. He still didn't get it. Next.
Hello, my name is Susan Boyle. Teacher, lol. Fancy guitars, lol. So why have I never heard of any of your hit records? Oh, by the way, I am not a flat earther. Yeah. Just hate arrogant northern gits that have got guitars beyond them, but cannot play fucking note.
Now, I've put that in for two reasons. Firstly, because he does admit that my guitars are sat behind me. Now, I know that may seem irrelevant for now, but it won't be in a minute. And secondly, he hasn't heard my hit records. Has he not heard of this one?
He's got a P1000. He ain't afraid to use it.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but no, I have not had singing lessons lately. That is a cover of the P1000 song by my new friend called Oscar. Oscar, I'm really, really grateful for that. And I'm going to play the whole song out rather than my intro today. That will be at the end of this video. Anyway, next comment.
Hello, I'm back again. It's Mr. Nister, and I've totally given up on trying to even do like any sort of coherent sentences. Are you ready? The Google Earth is not accurate. How accurate isn't? Lol. The radius of the Earth is with minimum 25% smaller than the length of the arch with the same length. You'll measure with the Google Earth ruler. Yeah.
I wonder how much more we're going to be seeing of Mr. Nister in the coming weeks. Anyway, Susan Boyle's back.
Hello, it's me again, Susan Boyle. Anyway, look, asshole, why do you pose random capitals behind a load of guitars like you are... Oh, hang on. No, you're not behind the guitars, are you? You're in front of them. Oh, no. Oh, how stupid. I just made myself look. I'm going to go away.
Don't worry, Susan. At least Travis Norman's got me rumbled.
Hello, my name is Travis, and I'm here to tell you he wants you to all follow him to hell. Don't take the bait. Research Flat Earth.
And then before we go, I couldn't leave without giving you this.
Space comma. Full stop.
And this subscriber who may be struggling with my accent when I say that.
Space comment. Oh, I got that wrong, didn't I? Full stop.
I will be back again tomorrow with something different. I want to thank again Oscar. Thank you so much for that song. I really love it. You really can sing. Marvel Girl as well. Her link is in the description. Please check her out. Check the video out. I'll leave that in. Please check out the link to the Baldy Catz video as well. If you like to see Quantum Eraser get a little bit of a verbal spanking, he wasn't too happy about that. And I've also put a couple of secret links. I did steal the idea from Mr. Atheist, so full credit goes to him. Mr. Atheist every now and then puts some links in for channels that he likes, and his subscribers click on them, and it takes them who knows where. And I'm going to start doing that from now on, but I will credit Mr. Atheist with that. So, yeah, I'll see you later.
He's got a P1000, he ain't afraid to use it. He's got a P1000, he's only afraid he might lose it. But he pointed at the moon, he points it at the stars, he points it at Uranus, and he'll point it at Mars. But every time he touches the camera, Ranty proves the globe, he proves the globe. He's a great globe prover, proves the globe, he proves the globe. He's a great globe prover, and his friends, they don't talk to him anymore, because he debunked the video and a woman picked a book up off the floor. He failed the boat going over the horizon, and all his friends could do is cover the horizon. Right, you'll never know how hard it was to find something wrong with the horizon, but I think I got away with it. Reggie still proves the globe, he proves the globe, he proves the globe. He's a great globe prover, proves the globe, he proves the globe. He's a real globe prover, and he come and sit with me, and I'll give you some of mine, that's chill money. Proves the globe, he proves the globe.